Well, I've kind of had a turn of events. The smoke is getting really thick. Well, we just entered the national forest. It's been kind of a rainy, gloomy day today, but this weather's supposed to push out here. Tomorrow, we're looking for that perfect creekside campsite. This is one of my favorite times of year. The leaves are just starting to bud out. Flowers are blooming. This is the first week of spring. We've got a full day of exploring tomorrow, but tonight we're looking for a mountaintop campsite, preferably one with a great view. Hopefully these clouds clear out tonight and we have a beautiful clear sunrise tomorrow. So we're gonna get in the Jeep and we're gonna see if we can't find camp for tonight. Well, I think camp is pretty much set up. My tent is set up. Got my sleeping pad and sleeping bag in there. Getting everything ready for supper. We're having porterhouse steak. I got lucky and they had 2 porterhouse steaks marked down for $10 for 2 of them. I was gonna have hamburgers one night and I was gonna have a sirloin steak or something like that the other night, but I'm having porterhouse steaks 2 nights in a row. Well, we've had breakfast, camp's broke, and we're heading out. Going to explore the area around Jack Creek today. Tina and I visited that area a while back, but really hadn't had an opportunity to explore it. I've got some places that I've researched on the map, on the satellite map, and I'm looking for secluded creekside campsites. Looks like a really nice area, so that's kind of the mission today, is just drive to Jack Creek area and drive down some of the old Forest Service roads and see if we can't find some really nice secluded campsites. It's going to be a great day. It's warming up fast, sun's shining. It's going to be beautiful today. Driving down Forest Road 20, and I found a really nice campsite. It's not a creekside campsite, but I'll definitely be marking it. Fire ring, it's a little ways off the Forest Service road, so the main road, so you have a little bit of privacy. And look at the view of the mountain there, then another ridge line there. Just a really awesome campsite. I think I'm going to mark this one, and I'm going to plan a return trip here. This is really nice. I was hoping this little spur would take us to a mountaintop campsite, but it just looks like it dead end, so we decided to turn around when we came to a good spot to turn around. Now we're headed back to, I think it's Forest Road 19. It's going to take us to Jack Creek recreational area, and then we'll take Jack Creek Road and kind of follow Jack Creek, and then hit some of the spurs off of Jack Creek and try to find some campsites there. Well, we took a pit stop and stopped at Jack Creek recreational area. It's really a cool spot. Been here once before, and let me show you around just a little bit. You can see you have picnic tables. This is the day use area. Picnic tables, swimming hole with a really nice bluff on the other side. Covered pavilion. Looks like an old CCC built recreational area. I love the stonework and the log structures. Just really are cool. Vault toilet, a couple of hiking trails, and there are some primitive campsites just downstream a little ways. I think about 6 of them. That is the vault toilets, and there's a men and a women's change room. This is the men's. Just super cool. Two stalls. And I noticed that they have a horseshoe pits. And I like the fact that they've used axle shafts, splined axle shafts. That's pretty cool. Barbecue grills. It's really a really neat place. Well, we're not going to stay. Thought about hiking on one of the hiking trails, but I have to cross the creek, and I didn't bring my water shoes, so we're going to head on down the road. This is really where we're going to start exploring. I've got a couple of places marked I want to look at that look promising, but you never really know until you put eyes on them. So we're going to get back in the Jeep and head out. Well, we're following this Forest Service road that meanders next to, I think it's still Jack Creek. And this is what I researched on the satellite map. Looks like this Forest Service road follows the creek and it gets really close to it at some places. And you never know really what you're gonna run into until you get out here. And this is part of the fun of it, is just exploring. But I got, I don't know, a mile or so, maybe 2 miles down this road, and there's a gate. So this is the end of the road for me, in the Jeep at least. But there's a fire ring, pretty level spot. The creek is just right down the hill a little ways, it's not very far. So I believe what I'm gonna do is just set up camp here. Looks like a nice spot, quiet. I don't think I'm gonna get, there's no tracks, and there's some mud holes I drove through to get here, so nobody's been down this road in a while. So I think I'm going to set up camp here tonight. That'll be a really quiet, peaceful night tonight. And I brought my rod and reel. I may go down the creek and see if I can catch something. But this is going to be home tonight, and this is part of exploring. When you're out looking around, you can't see these gates. Most of the time, you can't see these gates from a satellite map, especially if there's any kind of canopy. But it's okay. I probably won't come back to this spot, but I'm going to camp here tonight. We'll see how it goes tonight. Come on, dog. Well, I've kind of had a turn of events suddenly. The wind was out of the north when we got here, and that's why I set the tent up where I did, so the fire from the fire pit would go away from the tent. And the wind shifted, was out of the north, now it's out of the south and the east. And evidently they're doing a prescribed burn in the area because the smoke is getting really thick. And I think what's happening is it's about 5 o'clock. I think the sun's starting to set, everything's cooling off, and that smoke is kind of going downhill into this draw and traveling this draw. I don't think I'm in danger from a prescribed burn, but even if I'm not, the smoke is thick enough where I don't want to stay here. So I think we're gonna roll up for tonight. It's a shame because I've got everything set up. We've had a great afternoon here, but I think we're gonna roll up and head out. So I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna pack camp up and we'll come up with our next plan. Well, we've got camp broken, now we're headed out, but I'm not sure where we're going. I think I'm gonna backtrack, and if we find a good camp, we're going to park it for the night because it's quite a ways home. But if we don't, by the time we get to the highway, I think we're going to head for the house. We're gonna try to get out of here and really try to find a camp tonight. I'm gonna look at a couple of camps that I saw on the way in here that I marked. I think those are good options, and I don't know, we'll see where the prescribed fire is too. I don't know where that is, so we're just looking for another camp right now. Well, this is the camp we came to earlier in the day, and I marked it because I wanted to return. I just didn't plan on returning this soon. Still a little bit hazy here, but smoke's not bad. So I think what we're gonna do is get camp set up again and try to beat the clock, try to get camp set up and supper started before the sun goes down. It's starting to set right now. So we need to get busy. Well, we woke up to a cloudy, windy, cold morning this morning, so I just broke camp and we're gonna pull out. I really needed this. It's been a long time since I've been camping, and I forget just how much I enjoy it until I get out and do it. We had a few good campsites, kind of got smoked out last night, but this has been a pretty nice campsite other than the wind. It's kind of open, so that exposed me to this windy morning, which I didn't know was coming. Well, we're gonna get in the Jeep and pull out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.